Guys, everybody starts somewhere. Most esports players, even the great ones, had early years filled with struggle, mediocrity, and eventual improvement. But there are those for which greatness has been ingrained since day one. These are the esports players who didn't so much ascend to godhood as were born deities. These are the top 10 prodigies in all of esports. Starting our list off is a true prodigy cut down in his prime. In 2014, Brax, or Swag, or whatever you want to call him, was one of the hottest up-and-coming CSGO talents in the world.
It seems on paper riskier. I think that it's one of those more unexpected plays though. If there is anyone underpass from the terrorist side.
Oh, what?
That
So
sucks.
quick. He's going to get a third as well.
Oh, this is a movie clip. Hang on, I'll talk about this after.
And he was quick as well, jumping from window straight onto that jump.
That's so hard.
This wunderkind started his CS journey with 1.6 when he was just 15 years old, and by the time he was 18, he was known for lightning-fast reactions and pinpoint accuracy. People saw Brax as potentially a player who could lead NA to a new era of CS glory.
Unless Swag, again, can pull off this clutch. He does have a kid. He gets the headshot on the Fugly, but serious. What? What a headshot onto a Dren. Bring it to a one-on-one. He's going to stick the defuse. Will Nitro come in time? He's running out. Oh my God! Another clutch defuse, and this time it's Nitro on the losing end of it. It's Swag.
But that all came to an end after the iBuyPower match-fixing scandal stopped his career before it could even begin. That scandal and the resulting bans set the region back years, and it left Brax's potential unfulfilled. Taking our number 9 spot is one of the flashiest players in Rainbow Six Siege, Bolo.
Through a flash. Oh my god.
White stairs.
In bathroom. Oh my god, Bolo.
What the fuck?
Bolo burst onto the Siege scene in 2016 at just 15 years old, but he was already hitting some of the nuttiest shots anyone had ever seen.
They know that these guys are going to be extended into kitchen. I think TSM might overextend through office, and out of nowhere, Bolo's just in the sight. This might work out for TSM.
Sexton able to take down 2 there, but a trade out from Bolo. Now we stand at a 3v3 in the post-plant scenario. Another one rotating down, but Pauly will get one. Bolo with 3 on the round now, looking for more. But now in the hallway, that's 4 for Bolo. Will he get the ace, turning the corner?
Give it to him!
Bolo!
Let's go!
Bolo was so good that at first some people even thought he was cheating.
Alright. Where is it? Bar again. Purple bar. Alright. There's another one there. Yeah. Montage.
The moment Bolo turned 18, he signed with TSM, then went on to win DreamHack Montreal and placed 3rd at the 2026 Invitational, all in his first year of competing. This prodigy is well on his way to becoming Siege's next true superstar. At number 8, we have Rocket League's greatest and perhaps most cocky prodigy.
You're not gonna score, because you're bad.
By 2018, Scrub was finally old enough to play, and right off the bat, he made a statement.
10 seconds plus the 0-second dead zone. Jesse's in the net. Jesse's in trying to bump. There is a demo there. This shot from Scrub Killer. He's off the back wall. No way! Scrub Killer off the backboard. That's insane.
He won the RLCS World Championship in only his 2nd season competing, and made it to the grand finals of the next one.
Around the corner, Scrub Killer has the demo. Kate up around. Barry picks down. Barry Big scores! And with that vitality, take it all. 3 Titans, 1 team. Renault Vitality, your world champions.
At just 16 years old, who knows where his career could go from here?
Big took it away and Turbo pulls ahead. The response. Scrub Killer now off the ceiling. He has a flip and he gets the pitch, the dunk of the century, and Scrub Killer wins the game. That's the power of Scrub Killer.
In Smash Ultimate, there is no name more synonymous with dominance than MKLeo, which is why he takes the number 7 spot on our list.
Oh! And that's gonna be it. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, MKLeo!
McNeil is a player who seemingly came out of nowhere to dominate Smash 4 during its final few years, and by the time Smash Ultimate came out, it was clear that Leo would be a force in that game as well.
I don't know if there's enough Let's Go Void chants in the world right now that can save this man.
Not at all.
Don't think it's going to be the guys. If you doubted the fact that this boy could 3P, I hope you're having alphabet soup for dinner because it's time to eat your words.
But it probably caught most people off guard just how good McNeil was. With dozens of titles under his belt, including Genesis and Evo wins, the skill gap between him and his peers couldn't be much wider.
Waiting for the third jab, so smart. He's gonna try to go low. Can he spike it? He mistimes it. He grabs the left, and with that, McNeil defeats Tweak to be your 2019 Evo champion. You can dread it, you can run from it, but in the end, McNeil will arrive in grand finals.
McNeil!
Our number 6 entry goes to the only player to have a 100% TI win rate, Thompson.
Can he keep this man alive, though? He doesn't have the black hole backup. You have an Anna with a big gust heading him back. Tornado! Thompson! He's in with the back of the beach. Tony Blast coming down. Thompson with the save. Gets both of them. Thompson and Boca doing it big time on the main stage.
At the beginning of TI-8, Finnish player Thompson was a completely unknown factor. He was great in Pug, sure, but he barely had any tournament experience. But when Thompson got the call from OG to join them for TI, he came out swinging in his debut.
Thompson, $3,000 in your pocket. You come to TI, you get an email from Notel, you're a TI champion. What?
At 20 years old, Thompson was able to win TI on his first try. And then, he did it again.
They're pushing on OG! Liquid getting forced back to the base, and Liquid have nothing! They have nothing to offer, folks!
They're just giving, look at this, they're diving Fountain in TI Finals. They want Kuroki in the Fountain as well. They're gonna get him, they're chasing Miracle as well. Oh my god!
I can't believe this. I can't believe what we're seeing in this game 4. OG, you thought you saw it all against you, you thought you saw it all against you, and there it is, gold! OG are your 2-time TI champions, they've done it, folks!
Even if he never wins another tournament ever again, his back-to-back wins at TI proved he wasn't just a prodigy, but an all-time great. At the number 5 spot, we have one of the greatest players to ever touch CS, Simple.
Nitro does have a Molotov and another smoke, so it could be really rough for Simple to actually get through this. He's going to throw the AWP in. Oh my god! Simple, what is happening?
From the moment Simple started playing Counter-Strike, it was clear that he had a talent unlike anyone had ever seen. There was just nothing he wasn't good at. If there was a drawback during those days, it was that he had a tendency to be a little toxic.
He can be a difficult person to play with, like all perfectionists, but that's what he is.
He had to take some time to grow up and mature before competing at the top level, but when he did, Simple was unstoppable.
Seized in the open, nearly gets caught toward the sandwiches pass, and he will go down eventually on the repeat, but not before Snacks gets one. Flamey's on it, you called it, they're on the defuse, it's a championship inside smoke! Navi!
Since then, the Ukrainian Prodigy has amassed plenty of titles and given Counter-Strike some of its most iconic moments.
Double smokes in the same place there. Simple just jumping casually into the side. He's going to fall down again. What is this clutch from Simple? Are you serious? What is that? You can't do that, Simple. That's not allowed. This is not FPL. This is a major.
Simple has evolved from a hopeful prodigy with a few rough edges to the very best in the game right before our eyes.
Out of all my teammates, ever in my entire career, I think Simple was like one of the youngest, but also for being the youngest, he's one of the best players I've ever been in a team with. It's kind of a give and take, you have to deal with his personality, but if you can actually manage it, he's by far like one of the best players in the world.
There is no single player in CS that made a bigger impression in his first year than ZywOo, and that's why he takes the number 4 spot on our list.
They're anticipating Banana from the looks of it. Got 4 over here. It's going to be ZywOo that rings out first.
No way.
Second.
He's had enough.
He's going to keep going through it. He doesn't really care, does
he?
There's
4 here again. He wants them all. Get him out of here.
He's the closer. Into his own hands is ZywOo.
In 2018, ZywOo exploded onto the scene seemingly out of nowhere, completely destroying pros in FPL, all while he was just 18 years old. A year later, ZywOo was ranked the best player in the world. This French prodigy has it all. Incredible game sense, lightning fast reactions, you name it. And despite at times being the hard carry on his team, he has managed to claw his way to a few significant tournament victories in his short time playing pro.
There's no way, just down to Woxic now. He's the only man standing. Vitality have done it. They've broken the streak and they've taken Moscow and the Epicenter Championship 2019. You gotta say, ZywOo really deserves this one.
We can only wonder what the rest of his career holds, but one thing is for sure. This kid has made a first impression we won't ever forget. At the number 3 spot is the greatest StarCraft player ever, Flash. Flash began his career at the age of 14, and right off the bat, everyone recognized there was something different about this kid. The community dubbed him Little Monster, and as he grew up, he became one of the most dominant players in StarCraft's history, ushering in a new era for the game.
Hailing for the 10th anniversary, his first time at World Cyber Games, Flash taking it home.
Going back in, mutas are there, and he does manage to take out that spine crawler. Should be another big hit on the Zerglings. Oh!
He may have started off as the Little Monster, but these days, people just call him God.
Flash 4-0, the greatest gamer of all time, reminds the world who's on top.
Flash has beaten everybody. There is no one like him, and I don't know if there ever will be again.
Sumail didn't just have an incredible rookie year in 2015, he had one of the most successful years in esports history, and that's why he's taking the runner-up spot on our list. In 2015, Evil Geniuses were left with a huge hole to fill after Arteezy and Zai left the team. In came Sumail, a 15-year-old kid who could seemingly do it all and outplay people twice his age.
When I first met Sumail, I knew this kid was going to be big. His desire to compete at the highest level, his will to be a professional, that was the most prominent thing that I got from him. So when a spot opened up on Evil Geniuses, Sumail was the first person that we thought of.
As it turns out, this young prodigy was the key to EG's success. In just a matter of months, Sumail won DAC and the International. This level of success in a rookie year was unheard of, but Sumail pulled it off.
The DK about to drop, aggressive on Soul Survivor, CDEC, it looks troublesome, it looks really, really bad for them. Aggressive on the run, Universe right behind him, they keep running out, but GG, well played! EG are your TI5 champions!
In just 1 year, Sumail proved why he deserves to be called the best, and is by far the greatest prodigy Dota 2's ever seen. Taking the top spot on our list is the unkillable Demon King himself, Faker.
Faker had laid down orbs. There's the ult on to Nagne now. Oh, and a nice
Faker with
stun.
the blaze onto Nagne.
That is Faker.
Wow.
This is Faker, guys. This is Faker.
These days, you might think of Faker as the one constant force in League of Legends, but it wasn't always the case. There was once a time when a young 16-year-old Faker was trying to make a name for himself in OGN. But from day one, he proved he could bring down the best players in the world.
He's been typically a relatively weak player.
Whoa, Ambition! What? Faker just executes Ambition in that mid lane. I know there could be situations sometimes where you hit recall and you just stop paying attention. Actually, look at this, a big tower dive. They're going to come down this bottom lane. Captain Jack the first target, and Lustboy's not going to escape either, I don't think. He's going to flash, maybe we'll get away. No, there's the spear, a double kill for Faker.
Faker's rise was seen as a new era in League of Legends, one that was all about his otherworldly mechanics. And after taking Worlds in his first year of playing competitively, Faker eventually won 3 World Championships, 2 MSI titles, and 8 domestic ones. He's more than just a prodigy at this point. He is the GOAT. Well guys, that is it for the top 10 prodigies in all of esports. Now, if you haven't done this already, subscribe to the theScore Esports YouTube channel and head over to twitch.tv/theScore Esports. Give us a follow and turn on notifications because we are going live pretty regularly these days. And I'll see you next time. Today, let's take a look Oh God. Add a few examples of Shogun Assassin. Now what is this? This is a film, a series of films, American films, that were made from a series of Japanese films called Lone Wolf and Cub. And through the different soundtrack, through the dubbing, through the repurposing of scenes, I feel like it really changes the art form. You end up with a new movie. It's like someone took the Mona Lisa and remixed it. Not that Lone Wolf and Cub is the Mona Lisa, but it's pretty damn good.